Hi everyone, this is Kimberly Knox KK and welcome to my YouTube channel where I successfully combine great information about the interesting and amazing science of astrology as well as health and nutrition, my two passions. So yes, I am an astrological success coach and I coach people utilizing the energies together with manifesting it, not just waiting for things to happen, but working with the energies to your best advantage. So this weekly report in the flow message here, I inspire, motivate, and encourage you to stay on top of the energy. I've used this in sales and business for over 15 years myself, utilizing daily little calendars such as this one, so I can kind of have a heads up on what's going on, because the public, if you're dealing with the public is ruled by the moon. The moon changes every 2.5 days. During that 2.5 days, it makes connections with the other planets. Sometimes those connections are harsh, which could bring challenges, and you can rise above those challenges by knowing that, but then those aspects can also be easy flowing, a day that things move better. There's better days than others for sales. There's better days than others to meet with your boss, to ask for different things. So I'm keeping you in the flow with just kind of knowing what's going on. And we talk about who's hot this week and what's going on. We saw last week, of course, the full moon in Libra. Now, United Airlines was really, they were at the brunt of not understanding what Libra is about, correct? Jupiter's in Libra, asking us to get to the improvement around relationships. Now, business relationships are all about customer service. Customer service is huge, Libra, because Libra is about cooperation, diplomacy. It is the concierge, all right? And Venus in Pisces asking for some compassion and kindness. Well, they failed in all areas. They got the whiplash from all of that fallout, and they will have to make some improvements to go forward. That fallout also fell heavily in the financial sectors as well. So it's really good to stay on top of this. There's big things happening this week, as April is a very big, huge, pivotal month. It's a month of making changes, also, absorbing some reflection because of the retrograde planets. Venus has gone direct. Mercury is retrograde, and Mercury rules our everyday communication, travel, transportation, all of our electronics and equipment. And when Mercury is retrograde, as every other planet, it is closest to the Earth. Therefore, all of the concerns and the information that goes along with the planetary energy, it's more strongly felt. So we are getting feedback instantly for our communication. So there can be miscommunications, but you will learn from that miscommunication. You can send a text message to the wrong person, an email to the wrong person. People and things and situations come back from the past, so you're rethinking them. But we're going to get to a midway point. This week is very pivotal because of the planetary changes also going on along with that, and Sun moving into Taurus. So this weekly in the flow message, it's about the awareness of this current astrological weather and the universal energy so that you can utilize them for your highest success. Knowledge is always, always, always key. It's how you use that knowledge. You have the ability to take charge and redirect your life at any moment. I want to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to do that. Just by changing your mindset, you can achieve better results and attract better people to you. You have the choice of who you hang around. So who you hang around is a big reflection on how you feel about yourself, or who you're attracting is your own vibration. So when you elevate your vibration, you will attract different people to you. That is what Pluto is about. That is what Scorpio is about. It's all about the deep mergers that we make in our life. And back in the end of 2012, we had a real big reminder, because Saturn going into the sign of Scorpio changed all of our relationships. who we're merging business with, personal relationships with. We wanted to throw out what no longer was going to serve us for the future. So you can see that a lot of things have changed. Also, Pluto's asked us to transform our family dynamics and foundations. So you can see that some of the family dynamics that were true along before are no longer true now. They're not going to work. They need to be transformed. We have to go forward with a positive mindset. And yes, you have to stop dragging the past behind you so that you can move forward, because that creates stagnation and you're not able to move forward as effectively. Listen, I have things that are harder for me to let go of, as we all do. There's a timing of everything. The universe is very gentle. It keeps pushing us. It's actually been pushing us since January of 2012, when the outer planets made some clashing effects, which were felt last week, by the way, because of the way the Sun and Mars were triggering them. But we are now poised to go forward with change. Mercury is giving us information, though. So how is this all putting together? Astrology is one of the most effective tools for deeper self-awareness. I work with my clients and I integrate for lifestyle changes with astrology into my coaching with health. They love it. People want to know where to put their energies for the most effectiveness. This is business as a how you use it in business, and it's incredible. It also can give you hope for the future when things aren't going so well, or to have you utilize challenging aspects to the highest energy so that you're not trapped in the woe's me martyr syndrome. And that can happen as well. So let's get going on who is hot and what is hot this week. First of all, before we get there, let me just go where the moon is going, because this is the public. And when the moon is in your own sign, you're going to feel a little more sensitive. But when the moon goes through a sign, you pick up the characteristics of that sign. Now, if you do not have your natal chart, email me, kk@kkastrology.com. I will get it to you, because you want to follow along. You need to know your rising sign. That is the mathematical moment of the time that you were born. What constellation was rising over the horizon? It's, so this rules you in timing just as much, if not more, than your sun sign, okay? And then, of course, you have 9 other planets. So this is very, very fun and interesting. And like I said, this is one of the best ways for deeper self-awareness. And then, of course, more compassion for yourself. So moon is going to be in Capricorn. It is in Capricorn now. It was there last night. So I didn't need to get up early this morning and tell you that you needed to be responsible and get to work. The energy is there. We will go into that. Moon goes into Aquarius, where it's much more lively, social, and energetic. That's Wednesday morning. On Friday afternoon, we've got the moon going into the sign of Pisces. And that is much more feeling and much more in tune with everything around us, very intuitive. And then Sunday night, get ready for the next week. Moon goes into Aries, the sign of the bold, courageous pioneer, and things start moving forward. Anytime the moon is in a cardinal sign, action is required in some form. Capricorn, the action is of accomplishment, responsibility, discipline. Okay, so who's hot this week? Definitely Taurus. Now, Taurus, you've been hot for a while because your ruler, Venus, was retrograde. Libra also is ruled by Venus, so that ruler went direct on Saturday. So now you're feeling like you're going forward with a little bit more knowledge about what you want, so you're not kind of debilitated when your ruler is going backward. But the sun is going into your sign on Wednesday night. For all of us, we're going to be setting our new seeds of intention for abundance. This is what Taurus is about. Self-esteem, abundance, your money issues. And then on Friday, we have the third aspect of Venus, your ruler, squaring up with Saturn in a first quarter square, which is a reality check, direction that you're moving in, responsibility required around love and money. Okay, so let me just tell you a little bit about those abundance affirmations. You can write some of these down in your journal, and then I'm going to pull a heart for all of us. I'm just going to pick a few. In my presentations, I have several of these written out that I've done in the past. So around abundance, this is about your own mindset. If you have problems with money or attracting money, it's your mindset. You need to change that. Being already in abundance is attracting more. I am worthy of great success. I'm worthy of the finest that life offers. I deserve to be appreciated. I deserve all great things coming to me. I am open to receiving money and believing that there is enough money coming into you. I believe I have the right to be prosperous, abundant, and successful, and money flows easily into my life. Those are just some things. Some of us were brought up with parents that, what their mindset was around money. If it's easy, if it's hard, if you have to save, if you spend too much, you have to look at that because that can flow through to you. So holding on to money too much doesn't allow easy flow. Spending too much allows nothing left. There has to be a balance. That's what Venus-Saturn is all about. It's this reality check here. Self-esteem and value affirmations. I do coaching for relationships. And thank you for all the lovely clients of mine that have gone through my relationship coaching program to get them reset, to go out there. It really starts with you. Taurus is about your self-esteem and your own personal value. Libra is about relationships. But Libra is not like close love. Libra is, it's a detached air sign, but it is about being with other people. But Taurus is about tactile love, affection, sexual attention, all the creature comforts, touch, taste, smell. But this is all around also your self-esteem, which is super important for how you're attracting others. You don't get what you want, you get who you are. Remember that. So I deeply love and accept and believe in myself. These are big things. I am appreciated for who I am. How I feed and nurture myself as a reflection of how I deeply deserve to be treated. With eating as well, I coach people on health and their health goals. How you eat and feed yourself is a reflection of how you care and love about yourself. So these can be worked on together, gently bringing up things. So that's enough of that. Let me just pick one heart for us. I do these amazing hearts that I have since 2012, and I'm just going to pick one here. This is actually one of my favorites, and I know that one of my friends, Karen, had kept this in her bathroom after going through one of my coaching sessions where I was working with women's self-empowerment. It says, I deeply love and accept myself. That has to ring true to you, especially during Venus times, especially during Taurus. And that's what was going on when Venus was retrograde. It was all about the self. And in Aries, it's about what do you want? Who are you authentically? Is the direction that you're moving in the direction you want to be in? Going back into Pisces allows us to connect more deeply with our vision, being more kind, compassionate, believing in what can be in the future. Okay, so Taurus is hot. We just said that. Who else? Scorpio has not been on the hot list for a while, but Scorpio, you are, because your ruler is going retrograde. Pluto in Capricorn is retrograding this week on Thursday. And so it's going to go retrograde from 19 degrees back to 17 degrees. And this is September 28th. It's going to go direct. That's a huge day as well because Venus is joining Uranus. Or, hold on one second, or Jupiter is opposite Uranus that same day. I'm going to go over that again, but let me just get that. Because, the universe works in really big ways. When there's big shifts, yes, Jupiter is opposite Uranus, so that's the third time. And so this will be a big revelation. We're going to have things sorted out by that time, and I'll get more into that later in the talk here. But a lot of things are going to be sorted out before September. September is always a pivotal month. By the way, it's a 9-month. And this is a 1 year. So this is a year of new starts. This is a start. This is about realizing who you are and what you want to accomplish. And in a fire rooster year, it is about working. you cannot get by but without doing the work this year. I went through some of my big things on the Fire Rooster year. So anyone born January 7th, 8th, and 9th, this is strong. So this Thursday, there's going to be, a pivoting direction. You're going to be feeling Pluto strong. This is transforming you as a person. The tough use of this energy, if a person doesn't know it, is their own kind of power trip in a way, controlling other people around them. But in a big way, it's like you will never be the same. Pluto only upgrades you. So the pain that you're going through, the growing pains, is perfect to launch you in a new direction. If you were born July 9th, 10th, and 11th, this is going to be opposing you. So the people that you're meeting are very Plutonian-like, and this is very strong. October 10th, 11th, and 12th, it's square to you. It's asking you to transform yourself. And upgrade yourself, utilizing power in the right way. April, this is Aries. Aries just pushing you forward as well. You don't need much help being pushed forward. 7th, 8th, and 9th, if you're born around that time, you're being exactly squared. So, so that's what's hot this week. Let's get on to each of the days here, which I break down for you. Monday is a moon day. So you know that this is why people can be moody on Mondays. But Mondays is all about your own mindset, and I should do a special little segment just on clearing your mind for Mondays. Being ready. It's if you believe that it's a day, or you reward yourself with something special on a Monday, you will look forward to Mondays. It's the start of a successful week. That's what Monday is. And today with the moon in Capricorn, for sure, you are up, you are ready to go. It is about work accomplishment, results. It is about achieving. That's what Capricorns want to do. They climb the mountain to achieve something, and they keep going. This is the energy of responsibility. You can have Capricorn type of energy if you have Saturn strong in your chart, in your first house, near your sun, square your sun, opposite your sun. And I can show you this in a personal reading, or you can, do your own research on that. Today's sun is square Saturn. This is perfect. Sun went through a lot of changes. It's being stabilized right now. The changes that it went through is that it was opposing Jupiter. It was conjoining with Uranus on Friday. It was squaring up with Pluto last week. So get your success hat on today and move forward. I'm going to try to get this video out so it comes out soon. Excellent day to move forward with things you need to get done. Now, just remember, Mercury is retrograde, but that doesn't stop you from doing things, okay? It just brings stuff to your attention. Now, during the first part of a Mercury retrograde, up until this Thursday, we're going to feel it by Wednesday, it's about keeping your eyes open. Keep your eyes open to the information that's coming in, your ears open to the information that's coming in, and keeping your mouth zipped. Tuesday is a Mars day, so if arguments are going to break out, I look for aspects definitely on a Tuesday. When Mars is retrograde, when Mars was going retrograde in, I think it was Scorpio, whoa, there were some heated things going on. So anyway, Mars Tuesday, if you're born on a Tuesday, you know that Mars generally is stronger in your chart. I've seen that a lot. I was born on a Saturday. It's a Saturday, and Saturn is strong in my chart. So Mars, where is it right now? It's at 28 degrees of Taurus. So what is it doing? It is aspecting by square the impending total solar eclipse in August. Now, what's going on right now in the world? The missiles going on, war, like little things coming up. Donald Trump is hot right now. He happens to be about a 28, 29 degree Leo rising. Yes, this clip is going to affect him tremendously. He's already in the news. It's going to continue all the way through August. So he is going to be asked to be on his best behavior. The sun actually coming into Taurus is going to be in his house of public, in the public. So this is big times coming up for him, for all of us. And but Mars in Taurus says go forward with slow, steady, grounded, building type of action. Now Mars is switching signs this week. So Gemini, you're also on the hot list. Mars is going into your sign, so use it well. Don't freak out in screaming matches. That's the worst use of Mars energy. It says use it to push forward with your own creative intent. What are some things you need to get off the ground? It gives you more personal vitality. If you're born with Mars on your sun or Mars in your first house, you have that personal vitality, which you generally have to hold back a little. It makes you a bit like Aries, who are confrontational, who are challenging. So they learn the Libra as they go on, because we're all balancing our sun sign with our opposite sun. So by Friday, we've got Mars in the sign of Gemini, and the energy changes, because Mars is the power to take action on your own behalf. The sign that it's in says how we're doing it. This is more chatter. This is more talk, connections, being on the phone a lot, tons of social media. What's going on in your neighborhood, chatting up with your neighbors. This is changeable kind of energy, though. It's not stable and fixed energy like Taurus. So that's the only thing that I don't care about with the Gemini energy. It's a little bit fickle in that way. You can't always count on it, but listen, that makes connections. Making connections, getting more knowledge from your neighborhood. So this is excellent time to get the news and information that you need to move forward. And Mercury, of course, is helping us with that, being retrograde. So Tuesday is tax day. That's tomorrow. Get your game face on. The moon's still in Capricorn. And there's a lot of focus going on early in the morning. So if you didn't get your stuff done, you get up early and you get focused. It's by 9:58 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time. It is Eastern Daylight Savings Time, whatever. It is focus time, because the moon is with Pluto. All right, so you want to be using that energy wisely, and it's going to square Uranus in the evening. So there's some pressure and excitement going on tomorrow. Get through it. Get it done. It's much nicer after that, because the moon goes on to sextile Venus. Now, that's always an opportunity type of aspect. It's much calmer. Mars is triggering the eclipse, I said. So write this down. Write down this eclipse coming up in August. It's August 21st. It's 28 degrees, 53 minutes of Leo. If you're born around this time, big changes for you. The Leo house of your chart is being triggered, and the nodes are moving there next month, the north node of the moon. So really big things going on there. So let's move on to Wednesday. Is a Mercury day. So if there's any Mercury things going on, we're going to hear about it on Wednesday. This is the aha day. We don't need to wait until the early morning of Thursday when the sun and Mercury actually exactly connect. We're going to get it by tomorrow. And this is your aha moment. This is when it's closest to the earth. We're getting some news that we need. The sun moves into Taurus on this day as well. These are your abundance. This is your abundance issues. When it moves out of Aries, then, so Wednesday in the morning, this is the biggest time that these are the bold moves that you're making forward, the action that you're taking. Retrograde planets are closest to the earth. This is revelations. This is truth. This is realizations about what you need. You're getting information that's coming to you. Now, okay, about signing contracts. If you sign a contract, you might have to. However, it might need to be redone. Things happen during Mercury retrograde. Don't be afraid of them. If something breaks down, you missed it. You need to get it fixed. You missed it during other times. This is a great purification time for you. Just watch who you're sending messages to, because you might send the wrong one. Moon goes into Aquarius, more friendly, networking, social, much livelier. It is a last quarter moon on Wednesday. What does that mean? Last quarter is accomplishments. It means what we do is we take a look at everything that's gone on so far during the lunation. The lunation happened on March 27th, I believe. Yes, it was Monday, March 27th. It was a great day. We were getting ready to go on vacation, new stuff, people pushing out new things. New things were happening in the Aries part of your chart. The Aries house of your chart is where you find out who you are. Aries is all about personal authenticity, as well as courage and being bold to go forward. So we're going to tweak a few things from the information we're finding out, and then move forward until the next new moon, which is in Taurus, that we're getting ready for. You can prepare for it. It's next Wednesday. And that's why I gave you some of these abundance affirmations, so you can start putting that into your mind. And Mercury's going to go direct on May the 3rd. Write that day down. It's big, but it's still capturing some of the area that it went to. It won't be back to 5 degrees of Taurus where it went retrograde until May the 20th. Write that day down. Now we've gone through this whole point. So there's a whole theme going on that will be settled down by May the 20th. This theme of Mercury joining Uranus. So it happened the first time around the end of March. The second time it's going to be happening on April the 28th, and then the third time, May the 10th. So we are getting upgraded, our minds invented, and new starts, and encapsulating and doing and speaking about who we are and this new way we want to break free into that. June 21st, this is summer solstice. That is the day that Mercury meets back with the sun in forward motion. And all of the information that's gone on during this Mercury retrograde, now we have some formalization of what this all meant. So write that day down. I love looking at this, and I've been watching these cycles so long. It's just amazing how incredible the universe really is when you stop to think about it. All right, Thursday is a big day. I've got a star next to it. It's a Jupiter day. Jupiter's been in Libra. We know that. If you're in Libra, this is a great time for you over this last year for you to initiate some new things for yourself. Jupiter expands, all right? It expands good, it expands bad. It also protects and brings you opportunity. It goes direct on June the 9th. So if you are a Sagittarius, this is your ruler, Jupiter, or a Sag rising, this is your ruler going direct. It allows you to have more forward motion. On October the 10th, Scorpios are in the highlight for the next year where Jupiter moves into your sign. The Scorpio area of your chart will then receive expansion. And this is great. And if you want to know this is what personal coaching appointments, that's just what we talk about in your own balance. So Jupiter and Libra, what have we been learning? Balance. Love and war. You know, Libras can be as nasty as they can be loving. They kind of hold in sometimes because they want to be people pleasers and all of a sudden get angry. So it's that passive aggressive information and action that they're learning from Aries, just to be direct and say what's on their mind. This is all about relationships and relating with other people, being social and also being cooperative, gaining cooperation. We can't do things by ourselves. We need the cooperation of other people. So if you're a loner or, you know, just can't get along with other people, yeah, you tend to have a little bit of difficulty going forward. So Pluto stations Thursday at 8:46 a.m. drive time here on the East Coast. This is transformation and reconstructing. We're getting to reconstruct something, and we're going to be getting the results by September the 28th. This is a big time from now until then. And of course, big things are happening. And, you know, with Mercury going retrograde one more time before that time as well, and the big solar eclipse coming, which is going right across the United States, so we can see it here. And Mercury moves retrograde back into the sign of Aries. So in Aries, we're going to be looking at the stuff that we were going forward with in March, and we're going to be able to go over that. So we have been with Mercury retrograde looking at our values, and are we going in the right direction based on what our values are and taking action toward that. So we're getting to rethink some of those areas, and that's what's been really important about this Mercury retrograde. Friday is a Venus day, and as I've told you, Venus has been hot. And I love the Venus cycles. Venus is our sister planet, by the way. She has huge messages for us. She communicates vibrationally. Quantum physics has proven it through the earth, and the heart is the only organ in the body which communicates with nature. That's why when you go to the beach for a day and you're walking on the beach or out in nature, you're calming your body because you're getting back into that rhythm of the universe instead of being affected by all the electronics that we have going on, and some people are more affected than others. But you will sleep so much better, which I did last night after spending the day at the beach. It's just fantastic for you. Venus has been in Pisces now. It went back into Pisces. It is going to move back into Aries. This whole thing has been about Are you moving in the direction that you want to be moving into? Is it reflective of who you are authentically? So you get to relook at some things. It's gone direct. You may have had some old relationships or exes from the past come back, so you can take a look at, you know, why they're exes, why you're no longer dating someone. Your money issues came up, so that you can reflect on what your issues are around money. And now you have a much clearer picture of that. Kindness, vision, belief in the future, allowing you, this is what entrepreneurs do. They have a vision, but they actually take action on it. Okay, so this is that whole Pisces, Aries kind of thing. It went direct on Saturday. We are now in Venus fullness time. This is one of my most favorite times. I was born during Venus fullness. It's a whole cycle. I do Venus readings for people, so I help them understand what cycle they came on. It is going to be from now, April the 14th through June the 3rd. On June the 3rd, we've got Venus joining Uranus. So we've got some big stuff figured out at that time, because this, it's all about authentic self, surprises, awakening to new desires, fresh start, fresh direction. That's Venus and Uranus, and it's new on June the 3rd. Write that day down. So this fullness period, this is really, it's kind of like naive. So go for it during this time. Push forward with the stuff that you're working on. Just do it with enthusiasm. You're going to have plenty of time to refine it from June 3rd on for like the next 5 months, and before it starts to transition again. Moon's going into Pisces on Friday, 3:43 p.m., more sensitive and intuitive to the world around them. And Mars is going into Gemini. And Venus, the ruler, is squaring Saturn in the morning. So this is kind of a really big day. So Wednesday, we get some information. Thursday, Pluto shakes us up, and Pluto is strong when it's stationing. So we're very aware of the power of the transformation that we have to, accomplish in our life. And Venus gives us the reality check when it squares up to Saturn. Okay. What else? Venus has reappeared, obviously, in the morning sky now, because it's in its fullness phase. So in the morning sky is when we can see Venus. And I've got this all written down. I already said all that. And Venus in Aries is about what is reflecting of your authentic self. Let's get on to the weekend. Saturday is a Saturn day. That's why it's really good to get some work done on Saturday, so you can enjoy the rest of the weekend. Saturn in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius will be more successful than ever now. Well, you may also have some health crises, because Saturn on your sun brings out the responsibility to take care of your physical body. It also tires you. You need more sleep. But it's Earth Day on Saturday. And Sagittarius is so nice. It's a great sign for Saturn to be in, and it really says be open to learning new things, learning new ways to heal your body, new medicine. All of the holistic and integrative physicians out there are doing incredible work, being open that allopathic medicine is no longer working solely in itself, being more accepting of other people, stopping the bullying stuff, all of the different religions, that it's not about warring each other, being open to different people. We're learning new skills, because Sagittarius is all about education, information. I am Sag rising. That's why I love sharing and teaching and educating and looking up stuff and researching things. So we have this day on Saturday. It's very Neptune. You can be in a fog and confused, and illusion and delusion could be real. Moon joining Neptune. However, it's like an eclipse. It's planting a new seed there. So it says have faith and trust in what you can't see. Be more compassionate in those ways. But really what I like about it is this whole thing about Pisces is visualizing what you want your life to be like. Visualizing what you want to come, how you want things to be. It is only through that they can come. Sunday is the day of the sun, and now the sun is in Taurus. Taurus is all about our creature comforts, everything that we taste, everything that we see, we feel, we experience. This is tactile. This is all the creature comforts, everything that we own, surrounding ourselves with nice things. Taurus tend to like their stuff. They accumulate a lot of stuff, and too much at times, and have a hard time throwing it out. It is about valuing what you have and what you own and taking care of that. Taurus is strong in my chart. I've always taken care of any of my possessions very well. And I like to, you know, I don't buy a ton of things. What I like to buy is high quality things that last a long time. That's a sign of Taurus. All your abundance issues are coming out now. Believe you have all you need and be grateful for what you have. This will bring more. And you're living in abundance, more comes to you. You're just attracting it. So the moon is working in a square to Saturn throughout the afternoon, but then it joins Venus 5:34 p.m., which is really beautiful. And so this is the Pisces kind of stuff again. So, you know, you may be having some issues around responsibility through the afternoon, but then you're going to have a beautiful night. It's a great night for a romantic type of dinner date with your sweetheart, so get out there. You know, Pisces says believe in magic. Put your wishes out there and allow them to come to you. So it ends with moon sextile to Mars. That's about, and because the moon is going into Aries at night, and the energy shifts completely. So we're on with it. So if you were confused and in a fog all day long, you're ready to get going and you're ready for Monday to start. And there's a lot of talking going on Sunday night. Okay, guys, that is the KK Reports. I hope you had your journals out. Please contact me, kk@kkastrology.com, for your own personal coaching. This is success coaching for your business, for your life, for everything. And I have many excellent testimonials, and I want to thank all of my clients from all over the world who have trusted me to help them achieve success. Thank you.